De Bruyne is back, Man United playing cricket, and Arsenal's impending doom. This is the Fantasy Football Cheat Sheet, where we give you up-to-date injury news, key fixture analysis, predicted lineups, who to transfer in, and lots more. And all from official sources. And we're working from home now, which means I can do this without any trousers on. Great. The treatment room. Okay, what's the story regarding injuries for game week 25? Kevin De Bruyne is back and just in time to replace Gundogan against Arsenal, as the German is suffering from a tight groin, or as we call it in the industry, a pretty good Valentine's Day. Well, as an Arsenal fan, can I just say how pleased I am to see Kevin back. See you on Sunday. Calvert-Lewin is 50-50 for the Merseyside derby after being rested against Fulham and Man City. Liverpool's 10th choice centre-back pairing will be hoping he gets rested a little bit longer. Though at the end of the day, Ancelotti does what he likes. Leading into Liverpool, the curse on your defence has been lifted. That's right, the main man at the heart of your defence is back. Ben Davies. He was spotted on the bench against Leipzig. Bad news for James Justin fans, as he's been ruled out for the rest of the season. The Foxes defender underwent ACL surgery and as of yet has no return date penciled in. And let's not understate this either, he was Leicester's leading point scorer, more than Jamie Vardy. However, this does open the door up for Ricardo Pereira to make a return, and with no obvious competition in the team, he should have a pretty good run. And only 1.5% of you have picked him, so get him in your team before everybody else does. Mikel Antonio missed Monday night's game against Sheffield United after what he hyped up to be a pretty busy Valentine's Day, though there aren't any other injury news updates for him, so we're going to trust our gut and say he'll be back for West Ham's match against Spurs. Edinson Cavani has suffered a muscle injury and didn't travel with Man United for their Europa League tie against Real Sociedad. Though we're guessing the muscle in question is his backside and he just couldn't be arsed to play that level of competition. Again, we're gonna guess he'll be back for this weekend. And finally, Calvin Phillips is 50-50 for Leeds' match against Wolves. Though not a big point scorer himself, his effect on the rest of the Leeds team is huge, something which we will delve into later on in the show. With regards to his injury, Bielsa said the following. Yeah, he's not a big talker. Let's pick apart 3 fixtures from game week 25. What are the numbers telling us? Who should we avoid? Don't forget, Leeds and Southampton both play twice this week. Don't worry though, we'll let you know which players we're going from those two later on in our players to pick section. Liverpool versus Everton. The form guide doesn't bode well for these two. Everton have won 1 in 6 while Liverpool have lost their last 3. The Reds haven't lost 3 in a row since Ricky Lambert started up front for them back in 2014. In those 3 defeats, Liverpool have conceded 7 goals. New boy Kabak had a stinker against Leicester. Is there still time left on that 30-day return policy? But that's where the negatives end. Liverpool haven't lost a Merseyside derby in over 10 years. Mikel Arteta scored the winner the last time Everton were victorious. Mikel Arteta on the winning side. You don't see that too often. And it was 2-2 earlier in the year, with Mane, Salah and Calvert-Lewin all getting on the score sheet. So what are we thinking? Well, it's gonna be a good one. With Liverpool having the 2nd best home record and Everton having the 4th best away record. One thing we know for sure though, both teams are definitely scoring. Arsenal versus Man City. I'm gonna put it bluntly to my fellow Arsenal fans. Do something else this Sunday. Go for a walk. Do some DIY. Anything. You don't need to watch this one. Arsenal are off the back of one of their most promising results, but it was against the Calvin Phillips-less Leeds, when without their main man, Leeds have lost 4 out of 5 and conceded 13 goals. It's basically like winning a boxing match against someone with one arm. Arsenal have also lost 9 out of the last 10 games against Man City, and City have already done us 4-1 at the Emirates in the EFL Cup this season, so maybe give that banana bread one more try this Sunday. With City unlikely to risk Cristiano Gundogan, attention should turn to Raheem Sterling. He has 4 goals in his last 5 games against the Gunners. Finally, Arsenal have only won 5 of their 12 home games. The Emirates is not exactly a fortress, more like a bouncy castle. Man United versus Newcastle. I will love it if we beat them. Love it. Kevin Keegan, 1996. Forget India versus England. This is where we could be seeing a cricket score. Newcastle have lost all 3 games without Callum Wilson and haven't scored a single goal. Bruce's boys have lost 7 of the last 9 league games in fact. Only West Brom and Sheffield United have worse away form. And they failed to score in 5 of their last 6 trips on the road. By contrast, Man United are the league's top goal scorers and have the man with the 2nd highest points on Dream Team, Bruno. He himself has 3 goals in 3 games, including an incredible shin against West Brom. The best shin since that Wayne Rooney strike versus Man City. And just a quick mention of two top half clashes. West Ham versus Spurs. Harry Kane has 11 in 13 against the Hammers, including a brace and an assist earlier in the season in that epic 3-3. Spurs fans, remember that one? Lanzini! Good times. The Hammers have kept 2 clean sheets in a row leading up to this, but that was against Sheffield United and Fulham. But then again, so did Wolves, and they are rubbish. Rubbish. What do you think of that, Andy? Edit this out. Aston Villa versus Leicester. This is gonna be a belter. 2 sides who play attacking football. Leicester sits second in the away form table and have scored 4 past Villa in 2 of their last 3 Premier League meetings. Transfer-ins. Right, let's get to it. 3 names we think you have to get in your side this week. If you're playing Dream Team, remember, February will bring with it 5 brand new transfers for you to do whatever you want with. Patrick Bamford. As you already know, Leeds have a double game week where their second fixture is against the simply awful Southampton. The Saints have lost their last 6, conceding 20 goals. It's 1 win in 11 for them. My instinct tells me they won't be winning this one either. See what I did there? The very well-spoken Bamford has the joint most shots on target this season alongside Bruno, which still baffles me. He had 1 goal in 27 Premier League appearances before this season. He's also Leeds' top point scorer in Dream Team by some distance. He's on 129 points. Jack Harrison is closest with 76. I'm no good at maths, but that's at least 60 points more. And for someone who is the league's top 6th goal scorer, only 4.4% of you are picking him. Including Patrick Bamford, who has publicly stated that he is in his own fantasy team. So maybe he should be in yours. Edinson Cavani. He's gonna be fit, trust me. The Uruguayan has only played 90 minutes 6 times this year and yet has 6 goals. And half of those full games have come in the last 3 weeks, which is why we're picking him. Cavani has 3 goals in 2 games and he appears to have permanently dislodged Martial from the central striker role, which is no surprise. The Frenchman only has 4 goals to his name this season, the same amount as Kurt Zouma, a defender. As we've already discussed, Man United come up against Newcastle this weekend. Steve Bruce said he's going to do it his way. I guess it's my way with a how. Sorry for that. Lewis Dunk. Only Kurt Zouma has more goals from centre half than Lewis Dunk, and he just so happens to be part of one of the best defences in the league in recent weeks. So don't rush to slam dunk. The Seagulls have kept 5 clean sheets in their last 6 games. Only Burnley have a better defence than Brighton in the bottom half of the league. Liverpool and Man United have both conceded more. They come up against Crystal Palace and West Brom in the next 2 games. But most importantly, just like Ben Mee last week, we just fancy him to get his nut on one. Alright, so you're up to speed with who's available. Let's get some predicted lineups coming your way. Right, that's all from us. Just before I leave though, I've got to remind you about our Dream Team Fantasy Football game. We've got a new and exciting subscription service for you this year called Dream Team Coach. It offers projected scores, fixture difficulty rating, projected price changes and loads more if you're looking for that extra detail when picking your team. It's available really easily in the app and there's a link in the description down below. Oh, and best of all, it's half price right now. It's just £9.99 for the rest of the season, so now's the time to get on it. Let us know what you thought of the show in the comments. Tell your mates about us. We're working hard every week to give you the most informative video on the internet for fantasy football. And let us know what your teams are going to look like. Have you got any obscure picks? How's your season gone so far? Okie doke, I'm off. Best of luck this weekend.